Welcome to a new part of Photoshop CS5 extended tutorial by CyberGamingClan CGC, and this is never mind. So, what we are doing today is actually the Vector Force, new military badge, of course, as you will see in the title. And as you can see, it is basic arrows with a star and vector force written on the bottom. Now, yep, I guess we can go and get started then, shall we? Okay, we'll open up a new document and, oh, I just named it something, whoops. I'm gonna make 1920 by 1080/72 and a white background. So here we go. Gonna zoom in a bit, and good. Let's start off with making a new layer, and we're gonna go to our custom shape tool up here, and we are going to take arrows, which is, of course, I already had that, but we'll take arrows. Before that, we are actually going to make a middle line. This is very important on this part. So, now, I'm first going to just drag. I'm just going to make it there and center it. So, I turned it, first I did Command T, then I got this option, and then I turned it holding Shift. So now, I'm going to click and hold this, click Alt, hold it, and then drag to pull out at both sides. So I like that. I'm just going to make it maybe a little thinner. Let's see. Yeah, if I compare it to this one, that one's more of an angle, but I will do that in a moment. So actually I am going to pull it a little further. And I'm going to make it a little thinner. There. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my rectangular marquee tool and I'm going to drag from somewhere out, far out on the left side, and I'm going to get it to the middle. So it should lock into this position. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to put, oops, first I'm going to rasterize this layer, so right click it and rasterize the layer. Then now you can press minus. So as you can see, it has been made half a wing. Now you might ask yourself why. The idea is to get it more at an angle, as you can see here. So now I can Command T it and drag it up. I'm gonna align it somewhere where I like it, say here. So align to the bottom of the center and up here. There. So if I would hold it again, so after I have aligned it like this, I will go into Command T again and just get it a little closer to the center exactly. So this part is touching the center right here. Now I'm going to Command J to copy it, Command T again, and right click the layer and flip it horizontally. So now I got two of these. While holding Shift, I'm going to drag it to the other side, and I'm going to line up at the middle again. So now I got two of these, but of course I'm going to have to connect them. So we'll make another new layer, go back to our custom tool, and up here. Now for this, we're going back to, so right click, no, not right click, just click this, and we're going to go down to shapes. And we are going to use a normal triangle. Just going to drag it out, there, Command T, and I'm going to bring it up. So it's up here. I'm just going to drag it. Can make it a little thinner while holding Alt. Let's see. That doesn't look too bad. So now I'm just going to tick it for a moment. As you can see, it is not inside my shape as I wanted it. I'm gonna make it a little wider, a little shorter. Whoops. A little wider, so always holding Alt. Pull it out a bit up here. So if I go on the other shape, it fits in. There's a tiny gap up there, but it's nothing to worry about up here. Maybe I'll just fill it for the sake of it. Let's go up a bit. Let's check. And now it's popping out at the top, but that's okay. Now we have it up here, but it's not connected down here, so we will first gonna rasterize this layer, and then I'm gonna do Command J to copy it. Command T, and I'm gonna right click it and flip it vertically. Now while holding shift, I'm just gonna drag it down, and I'm gonna position it here. And I'm a little off screen, so I'm just gonna pull it back in. So now I'm gonna pull it to the position I like. Maybe you're gonna have to use your arrow keys here a little bit. Let's check. I can see a little bit more, so just using my arrow keys to get it into the right position. And it's always getting a tiny bit cut off, but that actually looks pretty connected and pretty neat. So here we go, that's our general inner, or basically front arrow shape. So I'm going to highlight all through 4 of them and merge it. There we go. Or maybe I shouldn't have merged it. No, first undo that. First we're going to take these. So I'm going to take the left one, Command T it. No, Command J to copy it. I'm going to just double click this layer and just click color overlay to have another color so I can see it. And I'm just going to move it up here, turn it a bit more, make it a bit thinner, say, so it's going to be behind. Just going to tick it, wait, I'm going to make it go behind all of these, so it's now centered. I'm going to drag it, there. That looks pretty okay. Let's go Command J that, right, Command T, and I'm going to flip it horizontally. While holding shift, I'm going to drag it over here, and I got 2 of these. I'm going to copy this layer that I just made again by clicking Command T, and I'm going to drag it down a bit. I'm just going to move it down here, just going to tick it. If you tick it, it always like fixes the point to where it was, so makes it easier. Drag it out a bit, so let's see here, make it a little thinner, and there we go. Command J, Command T, and flip it horizontally, and while holding shift, drag it to the other side. Bam. So here we go, we got our general vector form, and now we can merge the top 4 ones. So I'm going to merge these. Whoops, that didn't work. Try again. Merge layers. There we go. I'm going to merge these 2. So the top, the bottom one, and these 2. So with that, I got all 3 of them. Well, 3 of them merged. I can rename them, of course. Front V, top V. Wait, no, it was actually the other way around. This was bottom V. Nope, I wanted the wording. It doesn't want me to. Come on. No, it doesn't want me to rename it. Come on, rename it. There we go. Top V. There. So we're going to go to front V, and now we're going to start messing around with it. So I'm going to give it a color overlay. Of course not this, so bear with me, and we are going to do 8C 8E06. It's a nice gold. Then a bevel emboss. Okay, maximum depth. The size here up to 20. That's a really thick one. Size stays at 0. This is all fine. This changes. I'm gonna put this down to 25 because if you look at 75, that is black. I don't like that. I like the 25, so it's not too dark. Then I'm gonna texturize it, and this is probably one of the hard parts. So click here, and we're gonna take patterns. And the pattern we're taking is this. Scale 100 is fine, but the depth at 100, that's also cool, but we're just gonna invert it so it actually is like it was input into the thing. With that, we actually got this one done. We could copy the layer style, but I'm just gonna work like this, so the top ones, or actually the bottom ones now. So again, of course, color overlay, and we're gonna make it a 9E, 9E, 9E. Really basic. Just a light kind of gray. It's supposed to be kind of silvery. I hope it kind of looks silvery. Then a bevel emboss with exactly the same settings. So 100,000 depth. Except for the size, we only put to 10. That changes, stays at 0, and this goes down to 25. And we're gonna texturize it too. And this already actually chose, no, it did not choose the right texture. So again, click here. We're still on patterns. We click the third option, which is this kind of like weird shadowy thingy. And we're gonna invert it again, but scale, we turn that down to 75, and the distance down to 20, so it's not too strong. And that is it with this thing. And I'm just going to copy the layer style and paste it on the other one. So there we go. Oops. So we got all our vectory thingies going on here. Can make a new layer, go back to my custom shape tool, up here to shapes, and I'm going to take the star. Go to the middle, click, hold Alt and Shift, and drag. So this popping out a bit. So there, that's cool. Gonna rasterize the layer, and we'll start editing that too. So color is again something the basic 9E, 9E, 9E. We are going to change. We're gonna give it a satin, so just click it and then leave it. That's fine. The settings, except for maybe. I think this. No. Oops. Need to restart. Cancel. Start again. Just quickly. Alright. 9E, 9E, 9E. Satin. And then a bevel emboss. Depth to 500, so not maximum. We give it a size of 7. Soften at 0. The opacity down here, again, turn it down to 25. And texturize it, of course, again. Now, it's not the same texture as before, so we go back, click here, click on the right, and we're going to take color paper. Yep. And stay up here in the top part, but take this bottom right one. So stay scrolled up to the very top, but just take this bottom right one right here. So it's the bottom right, low left one. Or is it? Yes, it is. Let's just check. It is this one. The depth, no, the size stays at 100. The depth also at 100, but we're gonna invert it so it's inside it again. And that is actually it for the star 2. So lastly, actually, there's only one thing left, and that's the vector force writing. Now, I'm actually not sure on the writing style. I'm just gonna check, is this vector? Whoops. gonna make this color black so I can actually see it. It's too small. Just gonna turn it up to 80. No, it's not it. So I'm just gonna check quickly what the layer style is. It's Arial. Okay, there we go. So you take up here the Arial basic, and that should be, it's white again. Damn it. There. Oh, and a pure black. There we go. And it's, yep, vector, and then I'm gonna hit down and write force. I didn't actually capitalize any of these. This is done automatically. If you go over here in your settings, you can see here 60 is a difference, and I have all of it at a high level. Like all of them are big letters. So there we go, it's the vector force. I'm just gonna move all of this a little up. Let's go. Let's not be so selfish and leave the vector force itself somehow. Don't change anything. Okay. Leave the writing there. Just gonna double click it and we're gonna change it. Really basic, really quickly. Color 9E, 9E, 9E again. 9, oops, not 9.3, 9E, 9E, 9E. Bam, and just a stroke. Size down to 2. Outside position, normal, 100. Color, we're just gonna change to 8C8E06. The golden. And so it gives it a kind of little golden glimmery, but not too strong. And finally, we're going to unlock the background, and I'm just going to make it black. So, that is actually it for the Vector Force tutorial on military badges. So, of course, again, these are my ideas of cool badges. You may customize anything you would like. These are totally up to you. Looks, everything. This is just a basic idea for you guys, a basic guideline with which you can make some cool shapes and things. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys it helped you guys too. And I'd say I actually think this one's probably the best one yet, as in from my earlier draft to this tutorial draft. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you next time. CGC's out and over.